Abusua say welcome body in the building. Wari ase. Nko so ana mo hwe eye ginya me channel. Na ne ma papa bebre wo ho. Me da mase bebre.
Abusia, me mo bi akwa ba. Aha ye ginya me channel. Se de amre bia, bre bia na ye ma me hu de e koso no. Eye last week eye Otumfuo Osei Tutu. The second otikokoso. Eye ahofa oda edudu mu eye oye trip echo Barbados. Omo invite no na ni speech no na eni ka se SMN o eche. Mama heard some of the videos no from the beginning no kakra no time o free Ghana no a okodu ye de omo gi no fel so na amaye amamre emane ye fe after no bibia no any the way eye ni speech no but ni speech no ade a sa question we a type pa a omo bisa me na me hu the way amemom answer na who say he's so knowledgeable and a very interesting say SMN channel so ya we na say bia na da chi bi no wako baby na obi bisa sa question na bia who the way bi so obi ya no ana se bibisa emu na mpese o ya we ban na me call beginning ni so no nso say obe subscribe no a share ma no bi no so nya efutue say o ya Asantehene say o ya proud say the emre bia no we sem ye o de kra ehwa na otafre enti no de ma me ma hwe video no before be free Ghana ansa na obekọ eye ni trip na okodu ye no de ya omoji no first enti de hwe kakra. Abusia hemse mahu de ya ofri ha na okoye no na okodu ye no so no enije ne ahoka de am receive no se o mahu the king of our time manage pa se me ye Ghana ni me ye bibini na meka mese ya ye nyina ye asante eye akama mufo nyina amba o de hwe de almost de omoje no no
When to La Report and to Barbados. A second time, my visit. I'm Jessica Otumfuo, Prime Minister Northeast Director Protocol. We have Donna Ford, the Director General of Space Donna Ford. And charitable exercises without cost to those using it once it is for charity. So the grounds take on an entirely different perspective. And in this month of independence, it will be relit, so to speak. And the Barbadians will come here and enjoy a lot of cultural activities, as many of the folks will enjoy this afternoon during the global reception that is to be held very shortly. So, including this kind of scene, which is a Barbadian artist, but this is the traditional Barbadian vernacular home of yesteryear. But we try to encourage in our architecture to hold on to some of the vintage of the veranda type jalousie windows, it's called. We also ask people to revert to the pitch roof, because these are safer in hurricane times than the flat surfaces. So history is kept alive. Yes, yes. Sport called stick licking. I believe on the continent it may have a different name, but it's almost like a dance as they work with the stick. It's not a violent thing, but it's a very artistic way of working with the sticks. We call it stick licking. Stick licking.
The most important part of this video no ni speech na omaye no ebi ana I feel sometimes no okatwi bibra ebi ana onte brofo ohene person chese ya ote brofo but efe na enidie so be katwi amane mama no munyina amatenem but ode tie ni speech no any question no mo bisa na say de bi ameka no sa question we o mo bisa yen pa ama meni awakra krofo be 3 ono bisa yen ode tie ni speech no yewi a ye beto aso.
Let me confess that I keep returning to the Caribbean islands, but always in response to invitations extended to me, simply because I see myself as someone on a larger mission, the noble mission of contributing my quota towards fostering, broadening, and cementing the growing relations between Africa and the Caribbean. And I was not confronted, but I met a Sudanese in Holland. And she wanted to ask questions. I said, let her ask. She said, Majesty, why did you sell it to the people there? Why did you abandon us? I said, my dear, let me be very honest with you. As I speak to you now, we are all now educated and civilized and all those things. But we are still being manipulated by the West. So 400 years ago, if at this stage I'm still being manipulated, my economy and everything is in their hands, what would you have thought about 400 years ago? Where my granduncles were, what? They didn't know anything. So they went there, forcibly bringing Kofi here, Kofi asserting his authority to get back. So I said to she came back, knelt before me and shook my hands. She said, Majesty, I thank you. I thank you very much for being very frank and open with me. I said, so it wasn't our fault. They're still controlling your economy wherever, my economy wherever. So we are not in charge of it again. That is why we have to sit up and then see how best we can manage our own affairs. I asked the Prime Minister of Norway how they organize their oil, and he said, tell your president to take 70% as a start. I told the then president who was there, I wouldn't mention the name, that look, that is what the Norwegian president has told me. He said, Majesty, you know, we don't have money, so we have to go in small, so let's agree to what they want to give us first. And we've lost it till now, we don't have the money. Going down the memory lane, we can readily recall that 400 years ago, history was rewritten through the brutal lens of the transatlantic slave trade, dispersing our people across this vast ocean. For too long, the Atlantic Ocean has been viewed primarily as the root of a painful past. We must today look at the same ocean which carried away our kinsmen and kinswomen as a bridge and conduit that connects us, the shared waterway of a global African family. The goal is to build a new destiny determined by and for the people of the Atlantic diaspora. But to succeed in doing this, we need to free ourselves from mental slavery. It is mental slavery that has conditioned us to accept thoughts from the North as always better and superior, whilst always denigrating our own as inferior. The first important step of our mission is to connect, to break the divide between Africa and the African diaspora. Some famous individuals of African descent, such as Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King Jr., all advocated that Africans and in extension all people of African descent need to reconnect and, if possible, join a giant sovereign union of a single socio-political, economic, and cultural identity. As if to follow up on this grand vision of African unity, in 2006, the Constitutive Act of the AU was amended to include the African diaspora as the sixth region of the continent, the others being Central, Eastern, Northern, Southern, and Western regions of Africa. We should therefore embrace and promote African Liberation Day, May 25th, in the Caribbean, while Africa celebrates Emancipation Day, 1st August, in Africa. Let your Africanness or African region not be a source of shame, but a badge of pride and honor, which you should always wear and display. Africa is now moving into full accelerated implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, arguably the best decision made by African heads of government in 6 decades. This treaty has the power not only to revolutionize African trade and development, but also to equip African countries with stronger negotiating power in multilateral areas. Let us see this glorious opportunity to work together, to support each other, and to ensure a prosperous future for all our people. The time for action is now. In my view, God gives us our brothers and sisters. We choose our own friends. This means you and I have no control over who become our relatives. That is God-given, but we have the latitude to decide who becomes our friends and associates in life. So you and I are still torn together. We can't go anywhere. So we have to make sure that we build together. Because you are my brothers and sisters, whether you like it or not. That's how it is.
As a motie Nana Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second. Otikoko so yebu diana yebu yemu nana onkwaso pia wakasa. These are the same questions that sometimes yenya itu kwamba abrochi no omu bisa yen se uhia and sometimes no ni before no eye adwuma na oni omu dinsa wo so a omu enhyeden June di bebre no because aya ne ye ho ye omahi se ye nana no mo se ye free mu nyina ye free mu ase na omu de ye ba nkwaso mu mo ntimi follow up amba mbagye na mo ba nso amone ye ba be pre ne ma ho ewo omu kru mu say and you think I must sometime be brain no akatafo no black Americans no omani nje enyom nyina na pe blacks na asem honestly enyom nyina na pe Africans no asem intino these are some of the things I betimi asu and they am say it's true they manipulate everything. They manipulate everything. Up to now, you feel say you dey so still. Abrofono estela edada ye engineer ma bebre ohun ebi ena Osei Tutu the second or nso waka no wahya mayan no we dey amanse nyina eti ekoba bia ne bi say na pese project through social media no bi ehu anepa ene adwen papa ewo yempanifo ni trima omde amayan ayenso betimi di akwa yan betimi di answer questions ekoba bi na say bibi sa to yen interbusia we ena pese mema ya we otukwan ekoba Barbados omo receive no kama ni bibia Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second na piao yebu diane abom onkwaso yeda ase nyiche na nyame mboa no ahindi entese ewo baabia entino abusia aha ene brema kwa na yede ne nkomodu no so se oye Asantehene a obeye prapa se wo he otimi express ne ho na otimi esan cheche ne mamu asepa ma amansa nyina ofele prase obeka wo friend to makama ne kente afade no so ye kama ekoyi pa onse na ne abie Asantehene for mani abie Asante yo oman ampase de bia ka no the only tribe in Ghana omo flag ebia na other tribes will be by me hu ye but Asantehene de hu flag we are we Asantehene for flag obia be hu sa colors bia yellow green black ni nyina ene ye we yellow ni ye the rich sikakoko ena black tuntum onipa tuntum ena green no the rich man who lives in the forest you see Kenya oti in room nti hu ta ahyenso de we a ena no se ene eboho no se oni kwa ako oni ebeko nanso widiem se de wo kire asante ase a esa eko to how to fight and eba ekon so de a fight de Asantefo omudinku nimpa omo ho enom de benya Asantefo esa okonom kwa akon enom dinku nim ntino esa no ye na Asantefo sa ene ababe Asante no ntino esa to fight they are warriors eno enya asa na bia na oni da ntino ginyame channel amamrefi yesensu ade count na at least when you be the meaning of esa Asante ene is good speech okoma Barbados edit Ghana fo nyina enim no o DFW ha dollar sana so pe baby papa dididia Angie Winners kitchen if you ni fi pa ene working or center bibia ho no ma obeseve kama ene wa ho a wani beje if you aduane nyina obi ho de odi so wache in leaves we de ye maame ba ko na ya o ya de pa siti yare aba ntinu didi anu hu aduane a wudi no se aduane a wudi no ebesan aye eduru amount no ne de wakọ dada kantete no sankofa de no ye nanano no mudidi ewa haban mu no wende waye ni bibia haban no abobo no kama see the picture no that screen so no abobo no kama pa eduru mu bibia draw kama utimi ekotobi o da de be bro bibia obia no ofre na ono so no obe deliver bro na so no onya feed local one bi na so no de ajeje okra ofre na ono so be mu oni aje sese no de mesa kanfo ama na season because of yare ni nnuane a yedi bebre ntino amankrofo bebre yare a yedi sika nyina ekosa ye ho yare tondo ni sa ne manema no aduane so de wudi a eso hu aduane a wudi se de enkofa yare bia mra nti bibia apeso oyi bia no na ye seasoning or dollar assassin ntine na ba no ofre na de ope bia no sizes 3 different sizes de ope bia no obe ship abro no aye ne kama ende de emani ji ho kran se bibia oye no kra otimi di guso instant na mani di a enyo hwe because nyina ye natural authentic o ma prepare bibia de dentino upa wanu akra na wa hiti kra o chicken no se de ne oye ya na o da petepete so ana ne udi ni sa bibia ubia obetimi yi so e handy comes in handy portable ketwa kama bibia obekubia e hwo ho a e ma no ntimu koto bia mfanya aduane mamukun no obedo mo dompe bia December obeto amama omundim ho agrokra se de bia mekan sese yare adoso eso hu aduane a wudi na hu de ekoye o body nim yen sore prekope endidi basabasa sa wudi agro wate onka na so because sese sikani breni ne ma bebre ntino krofo ye ne ma bebre e de je aduane se do benya taste na nso no esan se opesika bebre akofi akoye ne ma ntino wonto obokra e no wa research aduane papa no wadi hu ye to wa no wadi wudi agro onua waso be ye hye ntimi kanfo eye narem delight narem delight amawa omye efie aduane authentic pa bebia obia no oda om de bebro omye neme bi se jollof wache na fried rice suya kebab ni nyina omye traditional drink umpe soda ne malt ne sa ne manema na ene omo traditional ginger drink lamogi sobolo lamogi spicy millet drink zonkum sana we freno and fruit punch etc. The number any who screen is no betimi afreno bebia oye wedding or party or birthday or naming bibia oba be kitana come and setting up nice one amawa onso weni bejia eduane audi no or license and or dey ntino ono so be make sure say bibia be koyi a adboni bia enka waye adwuma na che waye ache from Italy no anu eduane sa no da be nemu ano Dallas ntino ya gina tum nti se ope bibi sa aya no wa freno Narem's delight and number ni bibia no very very affordable do you penny bia no or meat pie ne chips ne kurikuri bibia no pastries ni nyina o package ne kama uhu awka se obruni de pepepe Narem's delight obey ne kama amount no ya mon freno no so no obey okam ebusuafo aha ene brememe kwane de ene nkomode da so nyamere na otie yakra mu nyina bye.